When a massive goal you have spent years building violently shatters, the impact is more than just a setback. Your sense of self was wired into that success, and its collapse leaves your ego in the rubble. The mind enters a state of cognitive shock. In the immediate aftermath, you lose the ability to see the horizon, focusing instead on a rapid cycle of worst-case scenarios that consume your reality. This internal dismantling creates a heavy downward pull. You feel your self-worth being dragged into a void, a momentum that seems impossible to arrest. This trajectory shows the exact moment the floor gives way. The line plummets through the baseline axis, the point where the mind decides this failure is a total loss, and enters a vast negative space where there is no longer a clear path back. In this state, the external loss becomes secondary to the internal story. Your own mind begins to convince you that this damage is permanent. To fill the silence of the abyss, the brain projects phantom timelines, vivid, terrifying futures that do not exist, yet feel as heavy as the present. This overthinking bleeds away the energy you need to survive. You are exhausting yourself by fighting shadows, while the real world remains frozen around you. Eventually, a tempting exhaustion sets in. The idea of staying in this graveyard of dead ambitions starts to feel like a relief, compared to the searing pain of trying to stand back up. Choosing to stay down is a desperate attempt to regain control. By accepting defeat as a final state, you eliminate the pain of uncertainty, but you trade your agency for the safety of victimhood. There is a strange clarity that only arrives once everything has been lost. When you finally stop fighting the fall and hit the bottom, you realize the abyss isn't a graveyard, it is an incubator. High-velocity failure is a selective pressure. As force increases, everything brittle shears away, leaving only what withstands the crush. This agonizing process exposes the indestructible truths of your character. You are at a lower altitude, but on solid ground, a foundation that survived the worst. This is where the process shifts from passive suffering to deliberate growth. You begin to use the wreckage of your old self to build something that can actually carry the weight of your ambitions. The friction of this defeat isn't breaking you, it is providing the heat required to forge a more durable identity. Eventually, you reach a silent internal inflection point. It's the moment you stop falling and decide to push back against the gravity that has been dragging you down. Reversing your momentum starts with a violent refusal to remain a victim. You reclaim absolute agency over your next move, regardless of how small that move might be. You look at the sharpest pieces of your failure, the rejection, the anger, and the embarrassment, and you stop trying to heal them. Instead, you begin to use them. When you funnel pain, rejection, and anger into a single point of agency, the output is a massive, upward trending momentum vector, converting crushing weight into kinetic energy. This transformation requires maximum physical effort while severing emotional attachment to the result. True resilience isn't about returning to your original state. It's about using the energy of the fall to propel an upgraded, weaponized version of yourself back into the world. The downward pull of defeat finally snaps. You experience the sensation of escaping the gravity of your old failure, moving with an explosive speed you never possessed before the crash. From this new vantage point, the obstacles and anxieties that once felt like mountains now look like dust. You have outgrown the environment that used to paralyze you. Having mastered the internal shift, you no longer hesitate. You move forward with the momentum of someone who has already faced the end and survived. The world is no longer a hostile void waiting to punish you. It is a current of infinite possibility, and you are finally equipped to navigate it. Absolute failure is a brutal teacher, but it provides a degree of resilience that cannot be manufactured any other way. Your scars are no longer evidence of a loss. They are the alchemized tools of your future, hardened by the pressure of the fall. By enduring the full weight of a collapse and finding the strength to push back, you have reached a state that is fundamentally unshatterable. The anxiety regarding future failures dies here. You trust your soul to handle whatever the universe brings because you have already seen what you are made of at the bottom. That initial failure applied the exact pressure required to orchestrate this rebirth. You are free.